Hello everyone. I hope that we are all good. And so welcome to another anniversary / celebration video. Now this evening we are going to be celebrating 3 years since I got my very first childhood Tesco 9" fan, which is the DF96. You guys remember the Tesco DF96? It's my very first childhood Tesco 9" fan. It's such a special fan to me, and it's just one that has been my childhood fan for years and years. So obviously you remember my Tesco DF96 because you guys haven't seen it for quite some time. Because it was, I think, a couple of months ago, back in August, I had it like disassembled and it was all packed away in the box, but I decided to unbox it again, get it all out. So I did. And then it might go away again for a little while. I don't know. Depends if I want to keep it out or not. But yeah. So that is 3 years now I've had it. I first got it on Monday, the 17th of October, 2022. Sorry about the background. That's I just had my telly on and it does that. It does that when it goes into quiet mode. It might possibly turn itself off, but I don't know. It just does that when it goes into quiet mode. So I've had the Tesco DF96 now for practically 3 years. Practically 3 years now that I've had it. So as you can see, got the original box for it and the original instruction manual as well, because I had it delivered brand new in the box and it's been like that ever since. I believe the seller had it packed away like fresh in the box for like years and years. So they probably either bought it for a family member and they never used it. So I don't know much about the seller who originally had this before I did. Obviously when I get an old fan from eBay, I was still brand new in the box, or it's second hand. Sometimes I tend to think that it's either if it's like the Tesco DF96 that was been in the box for years. Sometimes I tend to think that it might the original owner might have bought it for a family member of theirs, and their family member never opened it up, might have discovered they didn't need it, and they keep it for years. And yeah, it could be something like that, or the seller who had it might have bought it brand new just for themselves, and again never opened it. Just might not needed it. But yeah, it's condition wise on it, it's okay. Condition wise, it's sort of okay. It is okay, but yeah, I'm gonna look for another Tesco DF96 because this one because it's been stored away in the box for so many years. I'm gonna look into getting another one. So yeah. Anyway, so without any further ado, we'll just have a little look at the box. The box is obviously original. So I still remember when you still buy these from Tesco's, long time ago. You still buy these from Tesco's back in 2010, 11. You could still buy them. But I think it was a really long time ago that I was on holiday up in Wales. And I stayed in a caravan. This was like years ago. This was back in May of 2011. I went and stayed up in a caravan up in Wales. It was like May, so it was summertime, so getting warm weather on the way. and we had to pop to a nearby Tesco's to get some more shopping for the caravan. And I remember going into Tesco. I was only a little kid, but I still remember it very, very well. That the shelves in the Tesco's, the shelves were, or one stack of shelves was absolutely loaded with these Tesco DF96 9-inch desk fans, all brand new in the box, all waiting to be bought off the shelf and then from the actual shop. And yeah, I just remember it. I've not forgotten it ever since. I still remember it now. Yeah, and yeah, they did. And obviously the box is a bit. Well, the box is a little bit worn out as well. Again, being stored away for good probably what 13, 14 years it's been stored away. So yeah, so once this has happened to where these little things here at the side fold down because the box has been shut up for so long. So how they designed it was they put white on the front, black at the side, and that side's black. That side's black and it says Tesco 9-inch desk fan. 2 speed settings, oscillating function and adjustable angle. That's the model at the bottom. Then the other side, if you turn to the other side, is purple, very bright purple. And that says at the bottom, Tesco 2006 Limited. Yeah, this side of the box is considerably in better condition. But yeah, obviously I knew when I first got it. Obviously I knew I was keeping the box because obviously it's original, and I remembered the box from my childhood when I used to go into lots of my local Tesco or Tesco Extra shops, and I used to see these sat on the shelf. But yeah, this side of the box is certainly in better condition than this side. This side's it's a bit tatty, a bit worn out. But yeah, still got, I'll just show you guys. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I just got a notification, just get rid of that. If you can see here, it's still got security protected. It's obviously battening if you go to somewhere like Tesco's or Sainsbury's or wherever. You had security protected put there. But yeah, I'd have liked to have kept the box in better condition. I mean, it wasn't so bad when I first got the fan. The box was in better when I first got the fan. The box was in better condition than the actual fan itself. This bit of this lid at the top of the box, it was still obviously you can see it's crinkled now and it's all folded up. The top of the lid was in better condition when I first got it. It was just the sides that were a little bit worn down. Probably had stuff piled up on top of it. So what the seller did before they sent it to me from eBay, because this was on an eBay auction for a very cheap price. It was on eBay for £4 and £5 for postage. The seller actually got it out from wherever it had been stored in either loft, shed or cupboard or garage it had been stored in for goodness knows how many years. And they actually, before they sent it to whoever was going to win the auction and they get the fan, the seller decided to open it all up, put it all together, plug it in, test it, check it still works after being stored away like that for goodness knows 13, 14 years easy. And they took very good photos on their eBay listing of it working absolutely fine. And so obviously I know the box is a bit worn down, but I'm definitely not getting rid of the box because it's still good to keep. So that's the box. Not much else to see, although it's got purple underneath it as well. It's not much to see, right? And I shall just move the box. And I'll just move on to the instruction rack. We'll have a very quick look at the instructions that are definitely 100% obviously original. And I need to look at the instructions because some bits of it are got torn after being stored in a box for years and years. Back then they didn't call it instruction manual, they called it user guide. And obviously you guys probably remember why it's a childhood fan of mine, because I actually used to own this Tesco DF96. Well, my mum and dad, my mum and dad owned it. They used to have it as their bedroom fan back in 2007. But yeah, nowadays I just say to myself, yeah, it was, but I owned it as well, because I used to use it a lot back then. Oh yeah, my telly's just turned off. Never mind, I'll put it back on once I finish the video. Yes, that's the original instructions. And yeah, I've got so many memories of my mum and dad's old one. Yeah, sadly don't have it anymore. I mean, if they said I could keep it, then I'd have kept it. So yeah, here's your instructions. That's the important safety bit, just here. It just goes all the way down. Then you've got your electrical information side. And show details like how to wire the plug, and it just shows the components of where everything goes. Then it shows up here how to locate the base, because the base on this is removable. So yes, that's that. Sorry if you can hear that, but I can hear a plane outside. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it. Apologies about that if you can. So you got that. Got attaching the guard. That's only a 9-inch budget 9-inch just came from Tesco's. So that's perfectly useful instructions, just simple guide. So yeah, that's what it is. So yeah. And then you've got even more details at the back of the instructions. You got operation, just to show how to operate it. Switching on, it says your fan is controlled by a 3-position switch. 0 switches the fan off, 1 selects low speed, 2 selects high speed. Before operating the fan, ensure the switch is set to 0. Plug it in and switch it on at the mains. Now select the desired speed. Obviously you got here of adjusting the fan as well. I mean, they said back then just gently grab the back of the motor housing, but yeah, I don't do that. I just gently grab hold of the neck bracket is what I do. Neck bracket just here. I just gently grab hold of that. And then you got oscillation, and just says details about like keeping the fan away from certain objects that could knock over while it's oscillating. And then you've got the warranty. Pause to read that if you like. And then here you've got the diagram about how you can adjust the head while in the way it oscillates. So that's that. Got carrying the fan. And obviously it's just saying you've got to make sure it's turned off and unplugged while carrying it, where you're taking it somewhere. It's just saying like care and maintenance and cleaning it, keeping it nice and clean. Just saying here, never spray liquid into or anywhere on the appliance. It's just saying at the bottom, keep away from place like moisture. Keep it away somewhere where it gets damp, and keep away from children. You can obviously, I'll show this instruction manual at a later date, and you guys can have a little proper read. So yeah, and then you got the specifications, model number DF96, mains voltage 220 240 volts, AC at 50 Hertz. Mains power 28 watts, 28 watt motor this has got. This appliance must not be earthed. Produced after the 13th of August 2005. That's really old. Yeah, I do actually remember that these Tesco DF96s and all the other old Tesco fans from the same era came out after the 13th of August 2005. And then it has at the bottom it says Tesco Stores Limited, Delamere Road, Cheshunt. So yeah. So that's that. So put the instructions to one side, and now we can have a closer look at the fan. So obviously I know it looks in perfectly fine condition, and basically it is. It's just got some slight, they're not issues as such, but it has got some slight things wrong with it. You probably notice at the side, a bit of the plastic on the base has snapped off. That actually happened while it was in transit, when it was being delivered to me after when I'd won the eBay auction it was for sale on. That actually happened while it was being transported to me. I do actually still have the bit of plastic. Hold on, I'll just get it. Just on my little shelf just above. Bit of plastic is here, so obviously that's supposed to go here. I did try sellotaping it. I think a couple of years ago I tried sellotaping it, but it didn't really work. Just sellotape, the sticky stuff on the sellotape would just go dry, and then the bit of plastic just come off again. Yeah, and also it's got a slight click in the oscillation. When it oscillates, it clicks slightly. I think it was last year I did think about opening up the motor housing, looking inside, checking it was all alright, and I did, and I switched it on, and the clicking sound had gone, so maybe it's something loose, but yeah. Obviously, the fan. I mean, I'm happy to use it. I've used it a little bit in the past, like when it's hot, like when it's mega hot. It's a fan I've chosen to use. But yeah, really. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably get another one at some point, but I'm happy to use it. I'm really happy to use it. Just obviously it clicks. I mean, my granddad said to me that I could still use it. I think he had a little look at it, and he said to me I could still use it. I can still use it. It's just gonna make that clicking noise when it oscillates. But yeah, So one of the things I remember about these the most from my childhood is that they put some of the parts. They actually put some of the actual parts in blue. The badge on the front is blue. That is what takes me back. The 3-position operate dial is in blue. The oscillating switch is in blue, and the adjustment switch at the side, just here, is in blue as well. And that's really what takes me back, because I still remember really, really well when my mum and dad still had their Tesco DF96. It really takes me back. Yeah, and I remember their one. I've got so many happy memories of their one. I wish I could have kept their one, but I think somehow, I don't know how, I think it became a bit dodgy. Became a bit dodgy to keep, and I think it went all crusty and horrible after not being used in a good couple of years. But yeah. Well, yeah, just like that. So yeah. We'll have a little look at the rating sticker, and then we'll quickly switch it on. Here's the rating sticker. Pause to read that if you like. And obviously, as we all know, the base is removable as well. Still got all the rubber feet, which obviously is still brand new in the box, so you can expect that. Right, I'm now going to unwind the mains cord and plug. And yeah, I'll decide what to do with it. It'll either go back in its box for a while. Might create a bit more space in here if it goes back away in its box, but yeah, it certainly will. It certainly will go somewhere away. So yeah, and yeah, this is the exact plug that my mum and dad's old one had. So yeah, still in pretty good condition. So yeah. Yes, anyway, so without any further ado, let's switch it on by operating the 3-position. Hold on, I'll just adjust the camera up slightly. Yes, anyway, so without any further ado, let's switch it on. Start it on the low speed and operate it by the blue 3-position operate dial. You might have heard that slight sound there. Yeah, you can hear it now. I think the motor's a bit worn out of it being stored away after goodness knows how many years. Apart from that noise, it still runs quite well. I just remember how powerful these were. Such good fans. I mean, yeah, they're still quite popular to be seen. It was back in 2019 I really wanted one. Couldn't find one anywhere. Then a few years later I find one going off for a cheap price on an eBay auction. So I went up. When I say I went up, I mean I went on to the eBay auction and I put a bid in. Then I think a few days later I get a my mum got a text message from the eBay seller saying that we'd won it. So yeah, so that's the lowest speed setting. Sorry, my little wall light just flicked as I turned the dial, probably because it's one of those types of switches that where it operates and cooperates differently. But yeah. Anyway, so now I'll just demonstrate oscillation. Yeah, just heard the click. And I'll see if I can fix it so it goes away, and then I might try and use it a bit. And apart from that, it still works absolutely fantastic. Apart from the slight click in the motor housing, it still works absolutely fantastic. So slow speed down on oscillation. Still works fairly well, I'd say. My mum and my mum and dad, they used to have their one on overnight a lot in their bedroom, especially in the hot weather. They used to have their one a lot they used to have their one on a lot, and sometimes if they didn't need it, they'd give it to me and I'd have it in my room. It's such a really close childhood fan. I really do want to find a better working condition one. I really do, because I want one that I can actually use. I can obviously clean it up and service it as well. Obviously this didn't need it. It's still fresh in the box. That's anyway, so without any further ado, I think we'll switch it off now, watch the spin down. And so yeah, so anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this video. I've seen the Tesco DF96 for the first time in quite a while. So anyways, I do hope you enjoyed this video. I've seen it for the first time in quite some time. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And I can't believe it's 3 years now that I've had it. But yeah, I thought it'd be 3 years now since it was October of 2022. This day 3 years ago that I got it. And so yeah, obviously you guys probably realised that I've actually reached 1k videos on my channel now. Some of you guys have probably actually saw that. And yeah, I'm really pleased that I have, because I do such brilliant videos for my channel. I do pretty much everything. Cleaning up, service them, getting other old favourites for the collection. I've got lots of very old favourites in my collection from the, I think, well, nearly from the 60s to the 90s and the early 2000s. And so yes, anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. See ya!